And here we are, implementation number 1. This is breaking industry norms. Let's first start with what industry norms are. So industry norms are what is currently going on in your business. I'm going to use my business a lot as an example just because it's something I know and it's something that I can really explain to you. But I'll also mix in some other businesses there as well so you can relate more possibly to your industry. But in my industry, in the resale business, we have a lot of industry norms, as every business does. One of the main industry norms we're going to focus on of how this implementation kind of came about is in the resale world. So for example, think of businesses that have secondhand clothing that you might have gone into where you sell your clothing, then the business resells it. So you can get items for up to 80% off the actual retail or department store value. So for example, in my industry, in the retail world, one of the industry norms are people coming in and selling their clothing. That's the industry norm across every single concept that's resale. That's how the business gets their inventory. Someone comes in and sells their clothing. There you go. Using that concept, what we're trying to go is against the industry norms. We want to try the opposite. Why is that? Well, when you try the opposite of something, you're unleashing yourself to unlimited potential or something that might fail. There's kind of the extreme opposites, or it might kind of work and eventually goes into something else. But here's an exercise of how you can determine what your industry norms are and how you can try the exact opposite of those. And why this is an implementation today, why you can actually do this today, is because I want you to make this list. Here's the list. Can you see it? I want you to take a piece of paper, put a line in the middle. On the left side, put industry norms. And on the right side, put doing the opposite. This is very important. So I want you to write down between 5 and 10 industry norms, all right? My first one would be customers coming in and selling their clothing. Industry norm. The opposite, doing the exact opposite of that, I put going to customers and picking up their clothing. Ding. That was it. This is something I actually implemented. I took out this piece of paper, I wrote down several things. The one that really spoke to me is that first one. Customers coming in and selling their items. The opposite, us picking up the items. What we did in my business is we created a program that was a clothing pickup program where we actually went to customers, picked up their clothing from their house, bought it from their house, brought it back to our store. By doing this, and it's something I tested small, I did it myself before rolling it out, hiring all these employees, building an app for it. No, did it myself to test. Test small. Test small, successful on a small test, implement big. So what I did is I saw this actually working. We're getting all this inventory. Our sales are going up because we have more items to sell. So what did I do next? Okay, well, by doing that, I saw this is working. Then I started to implement big, hiring the right people to do it, building out the systems and processes to really bring it to a new level where now we have this program in place and it's been very successful for us. So that is an example of what breaking industry norms are. What can you think of in your business where you can break an industry norm and do the opposite? When you see all these successful companies, the Apples of the world, we're going to go way up there, but all these really big plays, Snapchat, Facebook, all these guys, they did something opposite of what the market was doing. That's why they have such huge potential. You can do the exact same thing in your business, not going all the way up to these big tech IPOs or something like that, but trying something small, writing down these 5 to 10 industry norms that are the exact same in your business. All right, so say you have a wine shop or something, and what's normal in your wine shop is that you're advertising to only 21-year-olds. All right, now this is going to get a little crazy, but wait with me. So what's an opposite of advertising to only people that are drinking age? Well, advertising to people that aren't 21. Sounds a little weird and illegal. Not talking about that. But what I'm talking about is maybe thinking about people that are on the cusp, those 19 to 20-year-olds that eventually will be drinking your wine. How can you effectively market to them, not by trying to sell them anything right now, but just building your brand, saying, hey, for 21-year-olds, bring your date here, we have the best wine, blah, 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 blah. So thinking what the opposites are, and that could actually create a program that's successful for you. So what I want you to do right now, I want you to pause this course, make this sheet of paper, industry norms, doing the exact opposite, write down 5, write down the opposites, and see what opposites speak to you. What can you actually implement today on a small level that you think will change your business.